There we go. 503.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. A very unusual experience that we had in the last episode with our special guest, Harinam Singh Khalsa, and true to his word, our program tagline is moving the body to still the mind. Harinam actually, what did you say? How did you word it?
Stilling the mind to move the body.
Stilling the mind to move the body. Honestly, you helped us try to still the mind, and my body was moving involuntarily. My fingers, I could feel them. I don't know what was happening, but it worked. Whatever it was, there are some, you called it aura, right? There is some aura, the magnetic field.
The magnetic field, sure.
There is something around us.
Yeah.
And it definitely took me to a different world. So we're back to Harinam in just a moment. Jonathan Boothe to my immediate left. Jonathan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Some feedback. How did you feel? Did your mind move so your body, what was it, so your body could?
Well, actually, yes, I did a lot of thinking because I realized that the exercise is beginning to get tougher, especially when I had to hold.
For a long time.
Yes, and I did feel like a lot of pain in my nerves, but then again, it did feel good at the same time, like it was working, as you said. There's a difference between the muscles and the nerves, and to work on my nerves actually felt more better, and I believe that with all those exercises, just by doing 4, a workout that I could do in 4 hours, that right there definitely filled up everything.
Wow.
And I believe if I work on that some more and I'm being taught the techniques that you teach, I also believe that I can improve.
You know the
myself in
real
martial
workout
arts
is
as well.
62 minutes.
Wow. I won't be trained for that yet. I'll work my way up. But
Yeah,
yes,
4 minutes at a time.
it was definitely helpful.
Yeah, it was. Josie and Hurd, our director, thank you so much for hanging in there and for pushing us around enough to be able to get these episodes up on time. So thank you. Richard Swanson, thanks to Richard for the studio lights and the settings. Lana is not going to be with us today. She's going to be in the audience, and Lana is going to send us her vibes, magic vibes from where she is. So, hi, Lana. Harina, that was a beautiful, beautiful experience yesterday. Today, are we going to do some more physical workout?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not killer. Somewhere between real physical and vibration.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Something
Okay, we're
between
looking
the
forward
two.
to it. Harinam is a spiritual teacher and counselor. If you want to get in touch with him, yogaheaven.com at the bottom left. It's going to be there as long as Harinam is with us today. So stay in touch. info@yogaheaven.com. Sir.
And I was just going to mention before we jump into this, because you had mentioned me being a counselor, and in other episodes we talked a little about what happened in Wisconsin with the shootings and a little about the Sikh religion. One of the things that there's a common thread between all these things, and even what you're doing here in Yogaxpress, is that, and it's often not talked about, but we don't want this to just be entertainment. We want people to be able to use this stuff to make their daily lives better.
Rachel, exactly.
That's the bottom line, and that's very much even in it's in the yoga philosophy. It's very much in the Sikh faith as well. That what it's really about is developing yourself internally and spiritually, so that all aspects of your life work in harmony. There's not like you have a spiritual life and you have a work life. You have a married life.
Right.
I do a lot of counseling. Most of my counseling is dealing with couples and relationships. But as my teacher said, to us, marriage is the highest form of yoga. And that's a whole nother teaching in itself. But everything is yoga. Everything is spiritual development. Everything we do is a training. And so we all kind of want to bring this together. So I always mention this because to me, whatever I'm teaching in any of these classes, the end goal is actually that this can be somehow assimilated into all the aspects of your life, including your relationships and your work life and your social life. It all has to, how you eat, and it all has to kind of work together. The people who have difficulty are the people who have difficulty kind of assimilating this into like one unified life. And so, that's really what we're trying to help with the people. Right. The last few sessions, we've been dealing a lot with healing and kind of getting parts of the body. We had a class, we were just dealing with the liver.
That's right.
And we have done classes with the kidneys before. And we also did this class with the elimination system.
Right.
And today we're going to do a class specifically working with the lymph system.
Okay.
And how to get that going, because again, what happens is, we talk about the elimination system. Sometimes, there's parts of our body. It's not like it's one thing. Maybe some parts are working. It's like a car. It's like maybe the engine's working great, but the fuel system's not right. But if any part's not working right, you're going to have
the
problems.
Whole body.
And it's kind of connected.
Right.
So, we were talking about how people can, just be like mentally and emotionally constipated. There's no other way to put it. And actually that could affect their real constipation because they're just kind of, and similarly sometimes the lymph system is sluggish and people get like lymph cancer. But actually this is like a sluggishness.
So lymph is about circulation, is that?
That's also elimination. It's circulation and elimination because the lymph system, like the sweat glands, and for instance, these are, so if your lymph system is not getting, lymph system really is, again, a delivery, I'm not a doctor, but basically, it's a delivery system for getting toxins out of your system.
Right.
And if, for instance, that isn't working, you can have
you're
problems.
Holding it all in.
Now, for instance, and again, I'm going to get to the class, but it just brings something to mind, even culturally, that sometimes people just aren't thinking about these things that actually are obvious. Right. So, for instance, in our current culture, people don't think they have armpits and they shave their armpits, and they're not thinking God actually put hair there for like a reason. There was something. I mean, it's there for a reason. It's just not like a quirk of nature. There's some reason that it's there. So for modern vanity, okay, so the women they'll shave it, and then both the women and the men, they're going, oh, I'm sweating, and I don't want people to think that I'm stinky.
So
right?
then you put deodorant.
So you put deodorant. But the thing is that why are they stinky to begin with? They're stinky because it must be their diet, because they're eliminating, but it's very toxic. So maybe they're eating a lot of meat or alcohol, but these are very toxic things. So when it comes out like stinky. And you can tell that people actually have different smells when their diets are different. So instead of changing their diet, they're thinking, let me kill the smell. I'm not thinking about, this is like conscious living. They're not thinking, I'm stinky because there's something stinky inside of me, I need to address that. They're like, no, I'm not going to change that, I'm going to try to cover it over.
So you're not eliminating the cause.
You're not eliminating the cause. In fact, it's actually kind of hiding the fact that hasn't been dealt with. So I'm going to take this pasty thing and I'm going to slab it on there. But okay, now I'm slabbing it on there, and now in addition, not only do I have like this kind of internal stinkiness, but I'm like preventing myself from sweating. Because it's closing the pores. So what happens is this system is wanting to let this stuff out, to get it out of your system. And now you're trapping these toxins inside your system. So not only have you not dealt with the cause of the toxins, but now you are choosing, because you don't want to offend anybody, to actually trap these toxins to recirculate in your body. Now they can cause other problems. So this is just an example where, you know, we're just not we're not being conscious about the root cause of stuff and how to deal with all this. So this is an example. So this just kind of came to mind about how, and then when this happens, sometimes the lymph systems can get very dirty, and it cause other problems.
So the whole body is clogged up, basically.
It's all clogged up. And so again, you know, what we want to do is just kind of keep everything flowing and moving on many levels.
Right.
Emotionally, physically, you know, and this is really one of the signs of a youthful person, is a person is just very flexible and flowing in a lot of ways. Their back is flexible, their body's flexible, you know, things are coming in, things are going out, money's coming in, money's going out. I mean, it's just everything about them is just kind of very flowing. We get our problems when we start getting rigid.
Right.
On a lot of levels. And, you know, as you know that, you're a yoga teacher, you can see that the people's flexibility tends to be systemic. Not just, okay, I have stiff back. Generally, you have stiff back and you have stiff attitude. You know, you're just stiff. And then other people are just kind of, and that's how we want to be. Yeah? Okay.
Hey, it's Drano. Your exercises are going to be Drano for our pipes.
We're draining pipes now.
Yep.
Very dull. You know, you think it's yoga, but we're just draining.
That's right.
It's Drano. This is a
That's
Drano
right.
system. Very good. You know, that doesn't sell well, but actually that's what it is. It's just Drano. Okay. Right. So we can have some music and put our hands out front. Okay, so now our hands are out front, okay? And this is what I'm going to do. It's like 60 degrees from each other. So you might make it like a 60-degree angle here. And this is what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to do my right hand. I'm making circles with my right hand, just like so. Left is solid. Sitting up straight, and there we go. And as the audience can see, I'm often referring to my watch as the official timekeeper, because in Kundalini Yoga we do a lot of, almost everything we do is by the clock. We do it for a certain time period. And because of the nature of this class, sometimes you have to cut down on the time.
Also because we're newbies, so we need time to get used to this.
So, and we'll be cutting down on this class as well, but as I said to people, if people want to write me, I'll be happy to scan and send you a copy of this class, and you can do that.
Yeah, stay in touch with Harinam. This is a fantastic opportunity.
Okay, now let's do the other hand. So now right is steady, and we're making circles, but keep your hand open and facing outwards, and just rotating around on the wrist. The right hand is solid, left is making circles around in the wrist. And exhale. Very good. Now bring the hands out right in front, just like so. We're just going to just lightly clap. Very good. Keep them straight. Keep up. One of the different, sometimes people ask me the difference between Kundalini Yoga and the more well-known conventional Hatha Yoga practices, and there's a lot of similarities, but there are some differences in focus. And in Kundalini Yoga, two of the systems we, on just a physical level that we spend a lot of attention with, other than just general flexibility, is that, as was mentioned in a previous class, we put a lot of attention into strengthening our nervous system. And the other thing that we spend a lot of attention is improving our glandular system, because the glands are pretty much the gateway to your health, and the nerves are very much the gateway to your emotional health.
So one deals with the body, one with the mind.
Exactly. when your nervous system is strong, nothing can break you. There'll be tough times in life, but you can't be broken. And you're very emotionally strong, and you can handle stress. When your glandular system is strong, it's kind of like taking care of the other systems. So this is two things in particular that are addressed in Kundalini Yoga. Okay, inhale and exhale. Okay, now hands straight in front, just like so. So I'm doing a lot of hand movements in
I
this
need
one.
more arms.
Okay. Okay, you'll have to just deal with two in this life. Maybe in the next life. The what's the Shiva or what's the
Kali.
Kali got plenty of arms.
She's got
right.
6 arms.
Okay, so this is what this is going to look like. Just follow me, like very sharp movements. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, just like this. Boom, 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 boom. Very sharp movements. Up, middle, down. Middle, up, middle, down. Just like so. Oh, come on. This is my gym rat guy. You can't. He's killing me. There you go. And keep up, keep up. You know, I'll tell you something funny as we do this. You know, we got a really strong guy here, and he's muscle mania. But in general, when I teach, the women are stronger than the men. The women are stronger in general. The men, they come in, they're all got these big biceps, triceps, and it's like 10 seconds, and they're like dying. And the woman is like, she's like steel. So this
The
has
guys are
been
used to movement, I think.
this is a learning experience. No, you know what? Actually, it is. The guys are actually, I hate to say it because it's my team. But, and sometimes my team's letting me down here. But actually, in a lot of ways, the women are emotionally stronger. I mean, that's what it is. They are emotionally, they don't look it, but they are emotionally stronger, and it seems they come through all the time this way. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now, arms out to the side.
Just when we thought we could put our hands down.
Okay.
Jonathan?
Now watch this, watch this. This is not that tough. Lean back a little bit, like 30 degrees,
Yeah, I better get
and
this
forward. I'm back. Tightening the, and forward. So you're going about 30 degrees back, tightening, and forward. Back and continue. And forward. Slightly back and slightly forward. And again, you want to use those abdominals to save the day here. Okay, and now put your hands on top of the head. Okay. And you're twisting. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Left and right. Left and right. And continue. Exhale, lower the hands. Watch this movement. This is kind of interesting. I'm going to go back and like this, almost like doing
Backstroke.
backstroke, just like this, one and the other, just like you're making circles. Okay. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
As one's up, the other's down. You kind of alternately circle. There you go. Beautiful. And as I mentioned, we time these things, and because of the length of these recorded classes, I have to kind of proportionally cut them down. But you are getting a taste that hopefully every class you're experiencing that I come here to Yogaxpress, I'm kind of throwing something a little different at you. There's a tremendous amount of variety and diversity in the movements, the effects of the exercise sets, and even the mental approach to them. So I'm trying to do my best each time I come in to kind of just throw you another curveball. So you have no kind of expectation of what to expect here. Any class is hopefully going to be a new experience for you.
Jonathan, don't give up.
But I'm learning my approach. Okay, and inhale. Okay, exhale. Now, arms in front of the chest, right on top of the legs, just like so, okay? And then we're going to be chanting, using the tip of our tongue against the palate behind the teeth. Hara, like a hara.
Hara.
You would know how to pronounce
Hara.
this. Hara, hari.
Hara, hara, hari.
Har,
Hara, hari.
Har, har, hari.
Just follow you with me.
Har, har,
Har,
Hari.
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 Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Continue.
Hari.
And concentrate at the third eye.
Hari.
As you do this, the point between
Hari.
the two eyebrows.
Hari.
Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Har, hari. Inhale. And exhale. Now, we've done this at some of the other classes. Very relaxing. Come into baby pose. Baby pose is sitting on my heels. Sitting on my heels and folding at the waist. Put my forehead on the ground, arms next to me, and just relax and collapse. Relax and collapse the body. And if possible, the feet, the top of the feet flat on the floor. Okay? And if possible, you want your butt down on your heels. Okay? Yeah, that's good. That's better. That's better. Yeah. So ideally, your butt's on your heels and the forehead's on the floor, and you're just kind of totally relaxing your body. We call this baby pose, but actually, it's very comfortable way to relax following many of the exercises. is also very, this can be a very meditative position because your body's collapsed, relaxing, and because your forehead's on the floor, naturally the blood will run towards your forehead, and it actually helps you meditate and concentrate. And if you put your energy at the third eye point, the point between the two eyebrows, you actually have blood running there, and it can actually enhance your meditative experience. Okay, now inhale. And exhale and slowly come out of this position, and now come rising up on your knees. So now you're sitting straight up, just like so. And interlace your fingers behind your neck and just lean back. You don't want to fall over, but lean back as far as you can without being uncomfortable so you're going to fall over. But lean back a little bit so you actually can, you have to use your muscles a little bit. But lean back and long, deep breathing. Very good. And you'll find maybe you'll shake a little bit, but you want to kind of lean a little back, a little back. Okay, now last time. Now inhale deep, lean back, and exhale. Slowly bring yourself back, and we're going to sit in cross-legged position. And maybe Josiane can lower the music, and we'll do our long time sun. So hands to the center of the chest. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Satnam, and thank you for the honor of coming yet again here.
Thank you for another wonderful experience.
Thank you very
was
much.
very relaxing. Although there was a bit of intense physical work, I wasn't calling your names for a change.
I didn't hear that. Thank you.
It was great.
Either out loud or psychically.
No, not in my mind either. On behalf of Jonathan Boothe, to my left, on behalf of Josiane Hurd, our director, and our facilitator, Richard Swanson, we'd actually like to thank Harinam Singh, Khalsa, spiritual teacher and counselor. Stay in touch with Harinam, Yoga Heaven, aptly named, yogaheaven.com, or info@yogaheaven.com. Harinam, that was a great experience. This is Banu Suresh signing off, in case I didn't mention, and you are watching Yogaxpress. Harinam's credits at the bottom left. That was beautiful. A very apt closing to the last of the 4 episodes. You were there in 3 of them.
Yes.
Lana was there in the first 3. You were there in the last 3.
Great.
Words of advice?
Words of advice? Well, I can give you 2.
Yeah.
Keep up.
Yeah, I need to.
But you're right about the body vibrating. When we lean back, I could actually
You
feel
can
my
feel
body
yes,
shaking.
yeah, shaking. Yeah, I noticed that. So I myself. So I thought,